everybody, and welcome back to another Broadcast.gg Scrim Night. It is I, Bemmie, one of the many large and wonderful commentators we have here in this repertoire we have. Join with me today, I have the amazing and well-calculating, executed ZERK.
How's it going, Bemmie? It's not the size of the caster that matters. It's just the size of his voice. But we are here, as you mentioned, we are going to be jumping into another Scrim Night. Super excited for all this action. Of course, coming up first, we have Team Kringe Espurts. And they are going to be led by Waya, their main tank. And also playing for them will be Air, who's an off-tank, Trey, which is their DPS flex position. Probably going to see a lot of Widowmaker out of Trey. One, who is also another DPS player, also likes the Hanzo. Super Ninja, support player, mains Zenyatta, but also can flex to the Moira or the Lucio. And Bird, their second healer, who mains Mercy, but can also play the Lucio or an Ana.
And all these are very, very solid caricatures of these teammates. And their opponents are no laughing matter either. They have the Mei and Bay, but they are not called that. They are called Oracle Gaming. They are an amazing team comprising of, first off, their tanks, Little Big Hobo, amazing Earth Shatters. We're probably going to see a lot of that with potentially Dragon Strikes if that comes into play with one of their DPSs. We also have on top of that Amarose, who is a one-trick rogue hog, which is going to be interesting to see. We did see a lot of good hooks from them last time, and then followed up by the DPSs protecting the support and the front lines as well. It's going to be Dimes, who is a Genji player predominantly, and on top of that, Praise the Sun, the McCree, who is most likely also going to be the Hanzo if there's ever going to be a Zarya Hanzo combo happening. He's probably going to be the Hanzo of the two. And then last but not least, you have your amazing supports, which are going to be predominantly also Mercy and Zenyatta, a bread and butter combination that has withstood the test of time, ran by Insane and Drake. In parentheses, also Drake the Rapper.
Just like the rapper. It's like, how do you pronounce this? Just like the rapper. So looks like we're going to be jumping into it. I hear some sounds. The first map is going to be Nepal. So going back to talking about Espurts, they actually don't, their least favorite game modes are Assault but their favorite is Control. So let's see, they should be poised to win here. Both teams averaging at about 4.2 KSR, so pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, I would say so. I think also would be another question is how long the teams have been together, because you also need to, pay attention to how much synergy they have between each other. Right. The Oracle has been around for a month. But we'll see how this goes. A lot of the hero pool, especially with we're seeing that Amarose is a Roadhog, but we're not seeing that in the lineup right now. It's pretty much coming down to how are these environmental kills going to be utilized in this first map. So we see that Little Big Hobo is going on the Orisa, which is a great choice, and Waya on that as well. So pretty much you want to pay attention to that, and then you also want to pay attention to the snipers as well. We are going to see that, the Roadhog, the pulled pork combo, as Fowls would say, is coming into play for the side of Oracle, which is probably going to be great if they can find any early opening kills. It is going to be a team fight going back and forth. We do see the grabs coming in. Nobody's going to get picked off yet, but there is a lot of damage coming in from the side of Oracle. They're sticking together, and they're trying to go around as much as they can. Insane will go down, though, to one, and double snipers is pretty crucial here. That's sort of a meta to go unquestionably in almost any map. And Treyas going to go ahead and pick up from the back line. They're safely in that corner, and that's about it. Super Ninja is going to push through with the Orisa and keep everybody safe, and that point's going to just go directly to Espurts.
Yeah, that was definitely a very good team fight for them out the gate. As we saw, Trey is on point with his Widow shots there, getting that pick early, getting the first couple picks early, and making that a really one-sided fight for Team Espurts. So we got a Dragon coming out now, trying to suppress them. Moving into the second point here, they're gonna try right side.
Coming
and let's
around.
See where they take it.
Absolutely. They're coming around the bend. They're trying to probably charge Praise the Sun's Riptire and see if they can at least deviate or split up the team, try to overwhelm them. Treyas, however, is going to take out one of the tanks already, so that is less protection. They got to hope that Praise the Sun is able to drop that Riptire and get a big kill off of it, but it's coming out of a close, narrow corner, and there's the Tranquility, and Treyas going to intercept Praise the Sun. This is not looking good for the side of Oracle. They're having a hard time right now, and it looks like they are going to be able to hold on to it, but not for much longer. It looks like finally XS is finally going to get those hooks coming into play and be able to push it out of the way. Getting Bird right away was just sort of the beginning of the domino effect for the side of Espurts. And now we see that the flip side is happening, and we did hear team kill happening as well.
Yeah, exactly. What an amazing turnaround there. They lost those two players early, but they were able to quickly make that trade back, even up the odds, and then take the lead. We see 3 ults now, though, up for Oracle Gaming. So while they are sitting here defending, you're going to see a Dragon come out here. This is self-destruct that's also ready, but
it is going to be a kill. One getting a very crucial one as well. Little Big Hobo. The tanks are so important here in this map because just pretty much the moment that the front line is down, you pretty much got nothing but squishies, and the squishies are going to just hopefully have enough firepower to just persevere. But here comes the Diva Bomb, and that is going to be great saxophone getting a Little Big Hobo. Once again, the res is not going to come into play, and that's pretty much it. The shield gone is going to be just absolutely devastating for the side of Oracle. Doesn't matter if you had double sniper or one sniper. The moment you lose that fight and you lost your tank, it's just going to be so hard to stay alive.
Yeah, you've got to be super upset if you're Little Big Hobo. We saw that barrier come out from the Orisa, but it looked like it was just a couple frames too late, still getting clipped by the self-destruct sequence in the end there. Possibly it could have been because it was over the top. So, okay, Praise the Sun taking out Trey this time. That's a good pick. They're going to push in on it right now.
Good opening, and they are Little Big Hobo switching over to the Winston. Maybe a good idea. Dive is kind of a very good comfort zone. It does bait out the Tranquility. Not going to get a lot of benefit. It does push the team of Espurts back onto the wall, but Little Big Hobo is going to go down to 1, and that's not what they wanted. A D-Mech Diva is not going to do them any good either. One is just tearing these tanks up, and Waya is going to make sure that this is going to be a safe haven for snipers everywhere, as pretty much the team is going to go down. Praise the Sun's going to just SD.
I think he actually did that by accident.
I think so too. Super Ninja's also going to get a double kill. The DPS is just going to be effective everywhere, I guess. It doesn't matter if you're support or the actual thing.
You have got to be face palming right now if you're Praise the Sun. He avoided getting booped with that grapple, even though his Mercy went down, was still able to shoot shots uncontested from high ground, and it looked like he was trying to jump onto the point. Either his jump was too short or he thought his grapple was back and it wasn't, but either way, just a suicide there right in the last moments when it was possible that they could have made that come back and taken the point. So we're going to set up here for round 2, and it looks like Little Big Hobo is going to be running the Reinhardt this time. We didn't see any Reinhardt in the first stage. Again, Orisa very popular there for the environmental kills, but Little Big Hobo is out in the front, and his team is close on his heels.
Absolutely, and they're going to go left, which is probably a good idea. You don't usually going mid doesn't allow your team to space out and have the elbow room they need, but Trey is going to go ahead and go around. Doesn't matter what lane they're going down. The res has to come in, and now both supports are still there, but now with that res coming in, they needed to fall back to make sure that the supports were nearby to keep everybody alive. But Treyas, once again, bringing in this opening and ignoring the Reinhardt shield. Little Big Hobo is just not having a good day with it, and Waya, just the dive itself, is coming in quite nicely and effectively.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the versatility in Trey already, only on the second part of Nepal. We saw him using that Widowmaker in round 1 and getting all the crucial picks. And as soon as we start round 2, again, switching to Pharah and getting first pick again, they're going to have to do something to keep this man under control if Oracle Gaming wants to be able to come back.
Absolutely. They are going to go ahead and try to mirror it as a little bit as they can. They are going to have excess on the Zarya, which is great. The grab coming in. Praise the Sun does have the hit scan, and that is going to finally take it out. The pharmacy is gone. Doesn't need a Deadeye. That's very good, and this is looking like a good opening. Pulse Bomb will land onto XS, but that doesn't mean truly anything, because if you don't get that splash damage, you're just pretty much getting one kill. And one kill, while yes, maybe crucial, it was just on one of their offensive tanks. If it was on the Winston, maybe a little bit more valuable with the bubble. But already, look at that. Great counter dive coming in from Oracle, and they are now building it up. Nothing to sneeze at here. Plus Deadeye in the wing.
Yeah, it was very interesting to see. We saw Lil Big Hobo, or sorry, Waya, using the entire Primal Rage just to get in Dime's face and completely ignored the point and the rest of the team that you're supposed to be tanking for on it.
Absolutely. Valkyrie's going to come in. Bird may be able to pull off some stuff if they didn't get Dead-Eyed. Oh, my God. Praise the Sun picking up on this game, showing some more life. Dimes will go down, but it does not matter. Drake will get that double kill, and looking like Drake is able to carry the team as well. When you have a DPS and Yara like this, knowing how to use the Discord, it is an absolute monster.
Yes, absolutely. Good Discord placement and especially good communication on your Discord placement is crucial to high-level play and great teamwork and synergy.
Absolutely. They're going to go ahead and drop the Justice. Dimes nicely done, picking up the Tracer, so no chance of flanking or Pulse Bomb coming in anytime soon. Dimes dropping that and also push off the choke. You're going to see that Praise the Sun is going to be focusing on Treyas, because Treyas is trying to give that opening for his side of Espurts, and the Valkyrie's going to come in from Insane, and that might be able to keep some of the team alive from the Demon Bomb, except for Little Big Hobo. Unfortunately, the bubble will not be able to come into play, but Praise the Sun getting one again, the good flashbang in. Dimes finding Treyas as well, and this is great, unless Bird is able to get that res in like they did, but the Deadeye is going to come in and take down Treyas once again. Unbelievable. And a leap and a skip is going to find Bird down on the ground. That is a dead bird. The bird is the word, and that is going to be the indicator that the team Espurts, if you will fall back once again, and it's looking like we're going to have a 1-for-1 with no contest.
Yeah, that was pretty clean. You saw one dancing around out there. He wanted to touch, but they saw him come in. They were covering every angle of approach. It was what he didn't want to do was go in too prematurely while they all had their eyes on him, die, and then make that comeback, that contest all but impossible for the team. So, yeah, he would have bought a couple seconds if he touched it, but then his team would have been fighting 5v6. So it's a lose-lose at that point.
Couldn't agree with you more. We are at Village. This is my favorite map. I do like a lot of the ability to flank. There's less information that's easily able to be gathered if you go on right, on if a blue spawn, if you will, or red spawn. Actually, never mind, just right lane, either way. And we're about to see how this team fight goes. Waya going on the Reinhardt, so we're seeing a pretty mirror match overall. But Trey is bringing in that Mei, and the Ice Wall will definitely make it easier for the pin. You're going to see also some of the team flanked off, and that is a Brigitte away from the team, and Praise the Sun almost going down, but Little Big Hobo is going to be definitely going down. One with the tank busting skills coming out. Reaper is crucial, but it's not going to do it any good if there's going to be a coalescence at the very second. That was the quickest coalescence I've ever seen in my life.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Oh my God, that just came out of the blue, and that's going to be able to give Oracle the lead.
Okay, so now this is the thing about Team Espurts. What they are trying to improve most is recognizing an opponent's team comp and switching quickly to counter. You know, there's only so many percent that you have. You know, there's only so much time that you have to try to make this push. They're gonna need to handle that Brigitte, and they're gonna need to do it soon, because we all know how strong she is right now, and it's a very specific way that you need to counter her.
Absolutely. We do see Valkyrie coming in from Bird, trying to maybe go for that, but there's the grab coming in, but not going to find anything. Waya keeping the team alive as much as they can, but once again, another Coalescence coming so quickly, and there's the Earth Shatter. Oh my gosh, and a grab as well, but this looking pretty good for Oracle to be able to stick as a team and basically wipe out. It does not matter if you put them all in one basket. They are apparently going to wipe you out. They are feeling themselves right now. Look at that. 4, 5, 6 of the team is on fire.
Yeah, that was amazing. It's kind of sad for Team Espurts. They had that blizzard. There was 4 or 5 people in that blizzard. Not a single person was dropped because they were able to do so much damage before it even happened. A pick going out early there.
That might be it. And there's the rally as well coming in from Praise, so that might give the team a little bit of leverage. XS is going to be able to even it out, so that's good. At least Treyas is going to try to flank around, though. Will they ignore the Fair this time? No, but they have to not ignore the Zenyatta as well, showing some DPS skills on the side of Espurts. There is apparently damage dealing Zenyatta's everywhere, but there's the Air Shatter from Waya, and that's so good! There's the pin. All is good to take out Drake, and there we go. Espurts, even though Oracle made it to 90%, they are able to finally push this around, but it looks like maybe 100% Zarya from XS is going to be the key winning crucial part of this. More synonyms for clutch than I can ever bring out of my vocabulary, and that is going to be the cherry on top with Praise the Sun taking out Bird. That is going to secure a 2-1 victory.
That was spectacular play there. We saw every ult in the book coming out. We saw the sound barrier was so crucial. We saw Bird there at the end staying alive, being the last one remaining on the team as the Mercy, but that's almost the exact opposite of what you want to happen. So if you're Mercy, you got to make sure that everybody is alive before yourself.
That is true. And you got to make sure that there's got to be a level of trust there that you should expect your team to protect the healer. It's just textbook stuff.
Right. If you have to protect yourself, you can't keep everybody alive. So that's, again, the name of the game is and always has been teamwork. You got to use it to make the dream work.
Absolutely. And Overwatch is for sure a very crucial one of teamwork centricness. So, if you have any, bad juju in your business, have your team play Overwatch. It'll work out the kinks that you need to develop trust. But either way, speaking of trust, my friend Trust just visited Japan, and that's where we are. The next map of Hanamura. This segue, couldn't believe I pulled that one. Anyways, so we're here at Hanamura. I have seen Oracle like to pull out the May here once in a blue moon. It was interesting, but looking at this competition here, we do have triple tank going on, and what are your feelings about this? What do you need to focus on?
Okay, so with triple tank, they're gonna have to realize this is what Espurts is going to. Oracle is really putting them to the test, right? Just finished talking about Espurts wanting to work on recognizing a team comp and switching very quickly. What they have right now is not going to be able to bust this triple tank. They don't have enough damage coming from their own tanks with that Winston pick, and they don't have a Reaper on deck. So they're going to have to see, it's triple tank, and they're going to have to get a Junkrat in there. They're going to have to get a Reaper in there. They're going to have to get a Bastion, something that's going to be able to cut them down and make them switch.
Absolutely. They do have double sniper, though, which does, if they're able to get early picks, make it a lot easier. They are going to try to go for Bird. Drake is going to get that snipe, and that's going to be a bad news bear situation for the side of Espurts, as they're going to go ahead and just try to pick fights one by one. Waya's going to get Drake's, but Praise the Sun coming in. There's just absolutely no way they can respond to this. Hopefully one can find him, but Praise the Sun coming in an overwhelming one, and there's Drake following up, Dimes, and look at that. Already, the moment Bird goes down, you just gotta kiss it goodbye, and there it goes. That is the team battle right there, and that's the point going in over to Oracle.
Yep, Little Big Hobo. Again, they just marched it right in with those tanks. Also very clutch, getting that pick on Bird early. Bird's gonna have to watch his positioning and make sure he stays behind somebody big. Because even if it wasn't Zenyatta that took him out, which is not uncommon, it could have just as easily been Widow. It could have been a Hanzo. You don't know what they're gonna come around the corner with, so you need to not put yourself in those situations, in those holes, in those openings until you know what you're up against.
Absolutely. Betrayas going to go ahead and get that pick off of Praise the Sun, so that's pretty good. They are going to try to go on high ground, which is, commonly an idea to just sort of get get a lay of the land, see if they've changed up the composition at all. They will notice that they haven't changed it at all, really, and they are having a little bit of a hard time charging ults, and right now, look at the time bank. There's 6 minutes on the clock for Oracle. They're not really worried.
Yeah, they've got all day. Praise the Sun.
Oh, and Praise the Sun's going to get it. The Dragon Strike's going to come in. Drake is barely going to scrape by. Valkyrie will come in as well from Insane, and that might help out. There's the Diva Bomb. It's going to throw off Waya off the high ground and give them a great opening. There's the Tranquility, but the Earth Shatter's going to come in, and the moment that Tranquility is gone, it is going to keep them alive, and Praise the Sun is going to find Treyas once again not having an easy time. Going to get a headache from this. Waya does find Insane, but Drake, they do hit the Tranquility, so that makes it up for as much as they need to. They might be able to get at least the first marker here if they're able to dodge this Diva Bomb. And it looks like they will. Treyas finally getting some sweet revenge, but that's the first marker already, and it looks like the second one too. Nobody's touching this point. There we go. Okay. Saxophone gonna go ahead, but unfortunately, it looks like they're able to get the full push, and there's the grab right there. If they're able to get enough, both double tanks gonna go ahead and come in, and this is clutch. Doesn't matter if you have a Dragon Strike or not. That was 2 markers right there.
Yeah, that dragon was in desperation there at the end, and once again, it seemed to be that round. Bird, kind of the weaker link there, got picked again early at the start of that last fight as well. That's definitely something. I don't know if the tanks, I didn't really see if the tanks are kind of disregarding Bird's placement, or if Bird is putting himself in these bad positions. But to lose your Mercy at the start of 2 different fights there, again, not only do they have the numbers advantage, but now you don't even have a way really to heal the rest of your team. You have that one remaining healer, but there's no healer in this game that's going to be able to heal up 5 characters alone.
Absolutely. And well, yes, if you have your Zen with the Tranquility, you're able to buy enough time if you're on defense side. But overall, you're right. And it's a 50-50 thing. One is, the team not be able to protect the healer, and then the other side is the healer leaving themselves in awkward positions that doesn't give them much elbow room to, jump from place to place. Mercy's getting to be an old lady now. She needs a little bit of assistance. She's not what she once was.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from Kringe Espurts here, though, in the spawn room. They're going pretty heavy dive here. The triple tank, which is one of their favorite comps to run. Sometimes they even run quad tank.
Which is what they got right now, technically, if you count Brigitte.
Well, yeah, if you want to count Brigitte as a tank. I personally don't. I know a lot of people.
I respect that.
But yeah, they're definitely going to dive in there with the speed boost. They got Ryan and Brigitte, which by itself is a fearsome combo. And they're definitely going to be looking to stay tight-knit as a group and just walk it in, make the opponents come to them.
They're going to go ahead and hold that point. There's not a lot of diversity, but hopefully there will be enough firepower and protection to keep everything alive. I think maybe they started hearing us that the supports were a little bit necessary, and the team is staying together. But unfortunately, I only see Waya there, and Waya's playing a little bit risky, but doing as much as they can. Treyas will find Little Big Hobo, and there's Waya right now working as hard as they can. There's a little bit of an awkward contest coming in from Little Big Hobo. given support by Insane, but I think at this much time, they're trying to burn as much seconds, and it's not going to do much good, and great stuff. They are finally going to be able to take this point, and it was a little bit dicey there because I saw the supports alone for a second, unintended by the tanks, but, you know.
Yeah, that push was looking super textbook. Like I said, they wanted to walk it straight in. They walked it straight in. We saw Praise the Sun there on the side looking for picks, but not really able to find any. They were stutter stepping properly, making him miss the couple shots that he did take.
All right. Well, there's a couple lessons coming in from Super Ninja, but if you notice on the hero pool that we do see Bastion May coming in. Praise the Sun does like that. They do like their main Bastion combo coming in right now, and that does give a lot of access for the pins. But Little Big Hobo switching on over to the Winston is not going to allow them to be able to push in much with firepower, and that was the risk we were worried about. It doesn't give them too much to fight off with all this tank firepower. And there's the Diva Bomb, not going to find anything, but Treyas with that triple kill is going to show that shield stun in is so damn powerful. Please nerf it, Jeff. I beg of you. I'm very tired of my ults being interrupted, and that's the 2-point cap even quicker.
Yeah, that was kind of carnage there for Kringe Espurts. They said there's still fight in them left. So, yeah, they did take that a lot faster. I think the game type was set incorrectly, so it didn't bring them into. Oh, okay, they're just gonna take the win for doing it faster, and we're gonna immediately.
I like that.
Yeah, so they're gonna immediately. Remember back in the day when that was like how it was settled. But yeah, they're gonna move immediately into King's Row. So this is Kringe Espurts' favorite map. So let's see why. Let's see if it'll remain their favorite, or if Oracle Gaming is going to make them hate it and their lives.
We'll see indeed. King's Row, what can you say? It's a very common map. A lot of people like it. It's been around the block for quite a few times. Double Sniper is sort of the name of the game here, and how you go about either going through choke or movie theater really depends, and also depends on the defense of where they hold. Are they going to try to flank at choke, or are they going to hold at point? And it looks like nowadays a lot of people hold at point. They do see high ground as a very effective tool for the side of defense, especially when you're running Double Sniper and a Torb. Or, I'm sorry, no, the Torb's on attack. My apologies. But either way.
Yeah, either way. I feel like we're not going to see that come out the gate.
No, I'm sorry. I thought attack versus defense for a
second. I learned this last time. You know, it's not real until the doors open. So
yeah, you're right. But what is real is that Treyas is going to go ahead on the Junkrat, and that does indicate a little bit that they're going to try to hold at choke, because with the Junkrat, it does allow them to be more aggressive, because you got all that grenades lobbing at you.
Yeah, there's no way. There's right now, as it stands, that's only single healer in Drake.
Drake is going to go down as well, so Insane is left
there we see the switch
off.
To the Mercy.
Yeah, Treyas is going to go ahead and just pretty much keep it going, and the momentum is really good. Espurts having that aggressive firepower is really nice. Even though the sniper is relied upon by one, it does allow them to find openings and maybe even take out supports. If you take out the supports, so normally the team falls back. And they are giving a little bit of elbow room, but you got to be careful, because you don't want to give too much elbow room, because you do lose a marker or two, and that C9 is a no-no for anybody if they play Overwatch.
Exactly, but it does happen to the best of us. I mean, just as it happened to the team who the phrase was coined after, one of the best in the business, and it's so easy to get swept up and forget that you have to touch the point to stop the bar from going up.
Saxophone going to go down to XS, and XS is going to be able to work this overtime. No need for the Dragon's grab strike combo. It's going to come in. Super Ninja's going to try to contest, but this may be a bad idea to drop to Tranquility, because you're going to be exposed. You're going to go down. There's nobody else to fight that. You may as well have just given that point, and there you go. That is a problem so commonly seen, is giving elbow room. You're backed up against that awkward corner, and you just give the attack side so much momentum, and that's double sniper for you, I have to say, ZERK.
They are pushed up so far. Who is on the payload?
It's got to be Drake.
It is Drake. So he's just there trudging along. The entire team is pushed up, fighting 5v6.
You guys have fun. I'm just gonna hang out here and look at the aesthetic of the stage.
Yeah, right now they have no discords, no harmony orbs, and they're just dropping members of Kringe Espurts one after another.
Well,
pun intended.
Well, I certainly cower in the back of my seats. This is great. And interesting, they are going to go for the driver strike combos just to buy a little more time.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and that's dimes for you. Nicely done. So, what a lob of a grab. That was a bit far away. But either way, that's looking pretty good. They are going to be able to take this to the second point. If they try to contest this now, they are able to. But they have to hope that Saxophone is able to charge up quick enough to get that grab Dragon Strike. Or maybe Trey has to land a crucial Riptire.
That was amazing. I can't believe the amount of disrespect that I've witnessed here today. Like, I'm just actually really mad at Oracle Gaming for this heel activity that we see going on here. They literally just got a quad kill at the choke point, immediately just went to checkpoint 2, had a single person on the payload, so it was moving as slow as it could possibly move, and they still won. They still haven't stopped.
They did, and now you see the Riptire coming in, but you have double snipers if they're able to hit, but no! My God! Big Hobo coming in with that fire strike to take out the Riptire. I did not see that coming, but that's great. Earthshatter will come in, take out Little Big Hobo if that was to be the case, but the reverse Earthshatter comes in and the tranquilities from both sides. Treyas will find Praise the Sun and Super Ninja taking out Little Big Hobo. Is that the opening we're going to see? Is this finally a team fight going in the way of Kringe Espurts? Saxophone's going to come in. We hopefully will see that double sniper is coming into play. We do hope, potentially they could drop the Dragon Strike, be able to throw them back off. They do win the team fight overall, and they have that Dragon Strike waiting in the wings.
That was amazing. All right, so we finally see them winning a fight here where they have the spawn advantage ever so slightly. And Trey taking out Praise the Sun, gonna get immediately res, and we're back at it.
We're back at it again with the white vans, and there's the Dragon Strike. It is going to find Drake. Unfortunately, that's the curse of a Zenyatta. If there's die from it, that is just sort of the automatic. Given an insane going down as well. Both supports gone. You just got to fall back. Praise the Sun will pick off Trays, which is very admirable, but doesn't do you a world good if your team's already fallen back.
Yeah, and the Trey going to go ahead and get res by Bird. This reset happened quite quickly, again, because Kringe Espurts pushed up, so it's technically they lost the spawn advantage, but one gonna clip Praise the Sun and res coming out, so we're even 6v6 as we start this next push.
Absolutely, but there's no res, but there is the grab, and it is gonna find both snipers, or at least one of the snipers in Super Ninja, but it doesn't matter. Drake will, that's a res right there, and once again, Bird feeling a lot more comfortable because it's a lot more close quarter and you have to get through those tanks if you want to find anybody else. Even though Drake seems to have those magic orbs that pierce through anything. I don't know what the hell is that.
All he needs is a red jacket with some zippers now. But anyway, it looks like they finally found their bearings. That is a couple good holds coming out from Kringe Espurts. They can actually still win this map if they can hold for another 2 minutes, 20 seconds. And the way that they've been playing this defense on this final point here, it looks like they might be able to do it. Just got to watch out for those sniper shots.
Absolutely. I wasn't a big fan of the Dragon Strike coming in from Dimes, and unfortunately that grab is going to come in, just in time, but unfortunately the Dragon Strike coming in a little bit late, doesn't find any kills. Dimes will also find a double kill as well, both tanks, and that leaves everybody exposed. Double snipers are going to have a playground to work with. One will find it, but Bird is not going to be able to do anything. Nobody's able to contest, and you're just left in an awkward open space, and there you have it. I don't know what happened. What, as an analyst and also a color commentator, ZERK, what the hell happened?
It's exactly like you said. They got that. Bird got that double kill right there in the middle of the fight, and that was all it was. The Reinhardt went down first, so the main tank was gone. You can't really put Zarya on that point against those double snipers because the bubble only absorbs 200 damage. You know, they each shoot you one time, there goes your bubble. Then they just shoot you again, and now you have 0 tanks in the fight. So that double kill was super crucial. They needed to play closer to Ryan and keep him up while his shield was still intact. But the slip up let him drop.
Yeah, I don't think I have the Reinhardt to tell them, that was maybe a little bit of a mistake. But, either way, puns aside, it was an epic battle. And kudos to, Kringe Espurts to whittle down from, I think, what was 5 minutes into 1:49. That is no small task. It is upsetting when you get as far as you did, only to choke at the very end, but those things happen, and you just got to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and do it all over again. And
yeah, I mean, and this is still doable for them. I mean, yes, they got to the end, but after completely getting blown away at the start and having the payload move consistently until the very end of the map, for them to push it to under 2 minutes, that's a pretty good hold. So they can definitely come back if they come with the same fury. They're going with that dive comp again. We've seen that Oracle Gaming wasn't able to deal with it on Hanamura, so they might actually be able to take this win with the quickness.
Maybe they will. We'll have to see. Double snipers are in effect, though, so you want to pay attention if Praise the Sun and Dimes are going to flank them or do anything, because even with shields, matrices, and whatnot, the moment a sniper gets a pick, they are going to go down. But one's going to get a pick, though, and take out XS, so that is already, given so much overroom, and Praise the Sun not going to find a kill. Treyas is just going to shield bash him, and that's a quicker point. The dive coming in. I don't know what's with these teams and falling back, but I would just kind of fight until you go down, because really, in the end, what you got to lose except for the point?
And see, that is what we saw on that last round.
Okay, Earthshatter's coming in back and forth. Waya does get the benefit, though, does get a double kill. Low Big Hobo does take out Saxophone, but look at that. Waya's leading the charge. They are feeling themselves on this composition.
One winning that duel there was against Little Big Hobo. That was pretty clutch as well. So now, again, they are running their team. They're not pushing forward. Everybody's staying on the payload, moving it as fast as it goes. But let's see the defense that's going to be mounted. We got Dragon Strike out there ready from Dimes, but they're going to, it's a little bit too far off for the grab, so he might actually let it go and start charging another one before we see the grab come out.
Potentially. We do see XS also almost having a grab of them as well. And there's the grab, Dragon coming, and it is going to be interesting to drop that. No kills, and Super Ninja dropping the Coalescence does keep the team alive. That is so important and looks great. The rally as well, and they are falling back. They are just being so respectful right now, Oracle, and one is getting those double kills, takes out the Godfather and Daughter team, and that is looking really good. And Bird, apparently, just Battle Lucio is just a new thing now. New meta, guys. And
absolute carnage. One has so much charging, doing such a great job of putting those bubbles up to get to as high, as close to maximum charge as possible and keep it there. Those flame strikes might be a little bit iffy because it's just keeping him at high charge while the fight is not going.
It is going to be a little bit of back and forth now. We do see Soundberries coming in. The grab will also come in from the side of Oracle. Will he be able to find any kills? It looks like they might be able to find a... will be a nice little cherry on top of that. The icing on the cake, if you will, of ults of stun proportions. And that will be able to finally give a team fight win. And once again, it is deja vu all over again, where the defense can only hold at the third point.
Yep, and finally we see one go down. Definitely cooled that radiation a little bit. The rally is ready. They're going to be hard pressed to push here.
Oh my God! Dimes is going to go ahead and come into play. Dimes will find the Justice flank around. That is what happened when you ignore a fair from the sky. You get a double kill like that, and now they are taking the fight to spawn. No respect.
But they definitely used every ultimate that they had available in that fight. Not sure it was really necessary to blow that many at the so far away from the objective, but hey, we'll see how it pans out here in a second as we see the coalescence coming out from Kringe Espurts.
And also that Diva Bomb is going to find a couple of kills. Good shield, nice protocol from the side of Oracle. There's the Earth Shatter as well. Not going to find anybody. There's a lot of protection going on, but you can only protect for so long as both supports are going to go down. There's a lot of pinning charges left and right, and looks like the triple tanks are going to be able to overwhelm this team. Praise the Sun doing their best to try to stun, but they are being pushed back all the way to spawn, and there's the Earth Shatter. Don't want to get too aggressive, but the nice bubble is going to protect them. One's going to be able to protect them for a little bit, but at this point, they're going to fall to it. And what was originally a problem in lacking in ult, it's flipped over now.
I like what I'm seeing here. We talked about Oracle Gaming not being able to deal with that dive last game. So what they did this game is they saw that dive and they said, you know what, we're going to play it too, and we're just going to be better than you at it. We see the Brigade to Rhine coming out from them in response. As they started to hold, it's because they're running the same thing. It's not broken if you do it too.
Dimes, don't do it to them, buddy. Don't do it to them. They are okay. They are ahead and try to flank. Dimes doing a good job. They do find the Widowmaker, and there you go. That's pretty much another thing as well. When you're on defense side and you're close quarter like that, it is either a hit or a miss. And no hit scan means playground for Farah. Not a lot to respond.
He got out. So squirrely bird over there in the Lucio. Definitely keeping himself alive better on Lucio than he was as Mercy.
It's that wall ride, man. It's good. It's a lot of leg work. Just stay alive, get away. He's like Road Runner. And there's the coalescence coming out from back and forth, and we also see just nothing but ults left and right. The grabs, the co's, the justice, and looks like the team fight with ults is going to be won over by the side of Oracle. But now you got grab, you got Earthshatter and Diva Bombs and Sound Barriers, all like in the Kringe Espurts world. That is going to be so hard to counteract with no ults at all, except for maybe a rally.
Trey had Dimes with his back to him, not even knowing he was there. He missed a crucial headshot from behind, and that's what eventually led to that rocket barrage. But what a great play here.
Waya definitely going to take it out, and the great grab indeed. A great play as well, but I will mention that Saxophone dropping the Diva Bomb is an interesting call, because I would have liked to seen that held until the very last point. Respectively, I know they want to wipe out. They do have a shatter ready indeed, but nothing! Oh my god, okay, they are trying their best. They are going to see if they are able to push this through. They got a minute and 20 seconds left, so it's not the end of the world, but that's an Earth Shatter right there that could end things. Praise the Sun, going to utilize upon that, and the rest of the gang will come back strong as ever. Oracle stopping them at the very last bit of the journey.
So yeah, we saw them stop that push again. Like you said, using that Diva Bomb a little bit early might have been their downfall. Not exactly sure how he didn't get that Earth Shatter when he had the perfect flank position, but they are now in their last minute here. That last push would have actually made things very close to the same time, but
yeah, and now the coalescence coming in and getting Bird as well. Drake found the better of the two coalescence, and unfortunately they are falling back. 30 seconds left on the clock. They do have a couple of ults almost charged. If they're able to act quickly and do as much damage blocking as they can as tanks, they could be able to pull this off, but it's going to be clutch as hell. They got 15 seconds. Are they going to be able to fall back? Oracle just going to stay aggressive as they can, but they got to be careful. There's the first one. Earthshatter's not going to find anything. They are trying to push through. Praise the Sun, taking a Waya, and there's the grab right there. Are they able to get upon that? They take out the supports, and there you go. No touching allowed at this museum, as the payload exhibit is currently closed. No Kringe Espurts allowed, and that is the win right there for Oracle.
Oh my goodness, what a hold there. So now we might, Cringe Esports might have actually created a monster. We saw Oracle Gaming, like I said, responding to Ryan Brigitte with Ryan Brigitte, and there's, for the moment, appears to be a bit more formidable. So we're going to go up 2-1 in the set, and let's see where we're going to be headed next.
Well, King's Row may not be the favorite anymore.
Exactly, we did mention that beforehand.
Yuck.
But yeah, they were looking pretty strong in the beginning there, at least on offense, but just not able to punch it in the end. So it looks like the little big hobo has to restart his machine.
Okay, well, while they restart the machine, because those earth shatters was so hard they probably crashed the computer. Let's talk about what we saw from both sides. We saw both sides very, very aggressive, and I think one mistake that we could potentially point out, I'm not trying to be a half glass empty kind of guy, but it's just something that I think is worth noting. As we saw, we do see that, while yes, you do the protocol double sniper, and if you get the early picks, you feel great, but the fact that they kept falling back, it's just such an interesting call I see from all teams, because there was, because if on a hybrid map like that, you just kind of want to play it out. You just want to, because if you lose it, you're not, the only thing you're missing out on is potentially holding them at that choke. And even then, if that team fight wasn't working out, you're going to have to change the composition anyways. And it may be as well worth it trying to fight them at mid.
Also, one thing I wanted to note that we did see Waya's Earth Shatters were not as good. There were a lot of blocked Earth Shatters, a lot of missed opportunities there. And that can be a huge tipping point in a lot of those fights. I think the reason they lost a lot of those fights on offense because those Earth Shatters were not connecting.
That's fair, but I will say admirable job done by one. Solo sniping for the most part of it was really great, and Treyas as well, popping off on the Widowmaker when they were playing it. So that's some half glass full. We can look at that, and a lot of respect to them. But I will also say, I have to admit I'm a huge fan of Little Big Hobos like Reinhardt plays. They're so fun, and especially the fact that usually you see the Mercy, we do see Insane supporting a lot, but Drake stepping up, saying, "Okay, you hold, you protect me. I'm gonna go kill them." And the Discord orbs are absolutely so on point. Way to prioritize. You want to go from tank to support to DPS.
All right, so looking like adding Oracle Gaming, looking to add insult to injury here. We're going to Blizzard World, which is Cringe Esports' least favorite map. However, before the scrims began, they did request it, which I think is very smart. Again, this is a scrimmage. It's not an actual tournament. There's nothing on the line. So you need to go to those maps that you hate because you need to figure out how to get it together when the real thing begins. So they're going to go ahead and hold hard on the point with the Orisa shield behind the point so they can see everything. They're not going to go ahead and push up there by that statue like people like to do.
It does allow, in defense, if it's on your least favorite map, it does allow you to get a little, because attack, for some reason, for a lot of people, it feels a lot more comfortable. So we'll see how this goes. High ground on the snipers. Not too big a fan of it, except for defense side. They are holding at the very tippy top, and they are going to contest this point. You don't fall back. I don't see how this is going to be able to work out. They are letting them just rack up. That's the first marker, and now they're going to contest now. But Waya, they're alone with nobody be able to help them. One will find Drake, but they're falling back, and what on earth happened there? They just did not touch that point at all.
Yeah, and it looked like they had the teammate numbers advantage. They just
and one's popping off still. Look at that double kill.
That was very strange indeed. That was a C9 if I ever did see one. So we did see Praise the Sun alerting them to his position, missing 2 good shots there at the start of that fight. So everything really was in Kringe Espurts' favor, and somehow it just...
Ooh! One, carrying this team hard, getting that double kill on Lil Big Hobo and Drake is so crucial. Praise the Sun could get all the snipes that they want, but pretty much when you got, you know, a Hanzo like that, that is working great. Waya is doing a good job as well, progressing the shields and making sure that the snipers are safe is so great. And this is you know, this is proper Orisa stuff. Good aggressive Orisa, if you will, or as aggressive as Orisa can be.
That defense that one just put on, he was actually it did put him on fire. I was gonna say he's on fire, but the game tells us that itself. It didn't miss really a shot for that whole fight.
That is true. They need to be able to find one if they're going to be able to find any opening. They do find the grab. It's not going to be drop anything. Dimes does find a kill onto Waya, and that is definitely, you know, the team's protection gone. And we do see Waya switching on over to the Winston, which is an interesting call, but I guess not a lot of place to run and hide, I suppose. But look at one just doing the quad is absolutely crazy. We can't say enough that one is just doing some crazy Hanzo plays. I think they're using a controller.
It may be what he's more comfortable with, but all we know is he's looking super comfortable playing this defense right now. If he goes down, I feel like if we lose one at this point, then Oracle Gaming is not gonna stop. He seems to be the major thing that's stopping them from moving forward.
Absolutely. What and when you have one is the loneliest never, it's because one killed everybody. So we're gonna see the Tranquility coming out, and this is good contest. There's the Earth Shower coming in for Hope. They're stopping Drake, and there is the trade-off from the Dragon Strike. It's gonna just sort of cancel out everything. But Dimes coming out on top, and there's the push more. But this is great aggression coming in from the side of, you know, I was about to say Cringe Espurts, but that grab is going to stop everything dead in its track. And literally all the squishies were kind of sitting there. I don't know why they weren't near the tank, but I guess in the end, unfortunate business.
It doesn't even matter.
It don't matter at all.
So I did like the Winston switch because they are showing that they aren't really super beefy, so his disruption will be pretty good. The problem is he's such a big target for Hanzo.
Yeah, Dimes, nicely done. Will fall down, unfortunately, but looking pretty good. It looks like that we're going to have some great plays coming in from the Diva. Air just, you know, breathing some more life into this team. Treyas! Oh my god! This is just going to be crazy. Okay, finally, we're getting another name out there that's popping off as well.
Yeah, that was a pretty good Dragon Blade. But after one already did. One killed half of the team while Trey was killing the other half. So these two DPS, these Shimada brothers are on point.
Well, they do not give a Shimada for sure. And looking at this is looking pretty fly for them. I like this defense, and you know, they're learning from mistakes, and I like this a lot. Oracle does catch them off guard from time to time. Praise the Sun coming in with that head scan and a little bit more long range. I like that a lot. It's a good switch up, and so to take out Waya, good flashbangs as well. There's Tranquility coming in from Super Ninja, trying to protect everybody as much as they can. And Air finally getting into that mech safely thanks to that Zen. And now you got both tanks on, and while Treyas and Bird did go down, they are able to contest this for a little bit more, and XS gonna go down. The Tranquility's not quick enough, but there's the Deadeye as well. But the Dragon Strike, no! Oh my god! That was so close! That could have killed them, and Lil Big Hobo will go down, but that Deadeye would have been so awkward if they got hit by that Diva Bomb. Able to dodge out of the way, but not out of the way of Treyas. And look at this. Looks like
that was such a great dragon that came out because it forced him to let go of that Deadeye without getting any kills, just to keep himself from getting consumed by the dragons. So that was it was great just from a positioning standpoint, whether it killed anybody or not. It almost was a defensive dragon. It saved the team's life from Deadeye.
Well, we thank you, Dragon, very much, both dragons. But we'll see how this goes. There's 15 seconds left on the clock, and the second marker is not too far away, but it looks like the Team Kringe Espurts has something to say about it. Air's going to demech and take out Zenyatta, but there's the Dragon Strike coming in from Dimes, and it's going to do pretty much the same thing, but there is one coming in with the Dragon Strike, and while it doesn't find any kills, it does send the team splitting in multiple directions, and Waya being able to find those double kills is crucial as well. The Valkyrie is keeping at least some of the team alive, but Insane's not going to be able to do it for much longer, and they are exposed in a really awkward position, but they are able to manage somehow to get away, but they are not able to touch this point without exposing themselves. They are so low, and this is pretty much it. The Wicked's going to go down. They're trying to do it one at a time. There's the Diva Bomb. They are going to go down. Both supports are going to go down, but it doesn't matter because they are not able to touch this point.
Yeah, that was an amazing hold there from them at the end, though that Diva Bomb was too little, too late on those double kills. The Tracer Mercy was pretty annoying, but like I said, I love to see that switch to Winston because that makes it a little bit easier for you to deal with that Tracer, the Tesla Cannon, those lightning bolts, finding her as long as you're close enough. I did see Lil Big Hobo try to do a couple flanks on the enemy healers, but I think that's definitely where that team communication comes from and that team reaction. As soon as he was in that back line, he dropped the dome, tried to take out both supports, which is definitely possible for Winston, but then he makes a 180-degree turnaround and sees the entirety of Kringe Espurts collapsing on him. It's so crucial and so smart that when you see a Winston jump in, call out that jump and have your team collapse on him. You could, even though he's big and tanky, when he's out there in the back by himself without his healers able to reach him, you can drop him before he's able to jump out to safety.
So in the long run, what we're saying is just be careful. You know, don't, you know, going alone is risky if you don't know your team is being able to follow up. Not that they're not incapable, but just they're not in that position yet or ready. You got to give that. You know, but then, you know, that's just us being nitpicky. I think this was really good, and I'm super happy to see this hold coming in from Kringe. You know, you said this was their least favorite map, and obviously a light bulb just went up in their heads, and looking like they have a dive coming in, so we'll see how that works. They seem to like just whatever dive feels fancy for them.
Yeah, one definitely was the MVP of that last round. He cracked his knuckles and he got business. But now let's see if Trey can avoid these sniper shots long enough to get close and find a mark.
Praise the Sun is in an interesting position. They are not on high. It does allow them to be a little more safer, but not able to take a couple of pot shots. They're probably focusing on one because, you know, the moment that Tracer is able to cause a distraction, that is just sort of the back line, and everybody wants to focus on that Tracer so that Praise the Sun can do their job. Insane's just trying to keep the back line alive, but it looks like there's not much they can do. Air's going to be able to find excess, and the bubbles are gone. Dimes is trying to flank and just rack up as much pulse bomb as they can. So close, but yet no cigar with Super Ninja coming in, looking crazy. But Praise the Sun getting the double kill, and that is able to basically stop them dead in their tracks. They do have to fall back. They are going to try to see if they can build up any more, but it looks like first only one marker is going to be able to be completed.
Yeah, that was a very strange kind of push. They stayed alive for a very long time. They were looking for the opportunity. They were looking for the avenue. They were looking for somebody, looking to catch somebody slipping. But it turned out that was never the case. But there weren't, Oracle Gaming didn't really put that many people on the point to contest. I don't know why Kringe Espurts didn't just pour all six onto it and make them come to them.
Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta not be respectful. I think there was a little bit of hint of a respect here, but here comes the tranquility, and they are gonna finally bring in almost all the team members. They're trying to go in one by one, but Treya's going to go down to Praise the Sun, but they do find a pick off, so the trade-off is still working more in favor for Kringe Espurts. But there's the Tranquility, and the res coming in for Treya's. The Earth Shatter comes in for Little Big Hobo. Hey, it's a back and forth fight. Oh no, the Diva Bomb's gonna get him, and Drake goes down, and Treya's picks off Insane. Both supports are gone, and that is a quick take. And I should stop clapping because that might hurt the microphone. But I get excited.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. No, definitely an exciting play for sure. I was sitting here holding my tongue, trying not to speak over you. So they took it a little bit slower, but still pretty quickly. So right now, all they have to do is make it to the next checkpoint, and they will have taken this Blizzard World map. We see Trey right there just waiting and looking for his shot. Oh, but gets taken out, immediately rezzed.
Immediately rezzed indeed. Looking pretty good. Praise the Sun. They're at least providing that aggression that they need and sort of making, the side of Kringe Esports very cautious, but they make Treya's work overtime. Praise the Sun will go down, and Treya's does find the revenge. Great res. Makes even Bird feel a lot better about that res as well. And Air getting that double kill is working great. The Matrix coming in, keeping it alive. Rut just a little bit risky with that Discord orb on them, but all I can say is that the Perseverance, I'm really liking this. They are doing great, and that's a great DMEC as well. XS1 doing the job that they need to do to cause the distraction that they need, and they are getting close to winning this map right here.
Okay, Dimes has a pulse bomb at the ready. They're going to out for him. It's so hard, especially for Trey as the sniper, to try to hit that squirrely little tracer running around. If they can keep Dimes locked down, they should be able to push this in. The Primal Rage, buying them a little bit of extra time. And the Mercy going down, that's fantastic.
Absolutely. And it looks like the tanks are not going to be able to do too much. Dimes trying to get a good opening into that Pulse Bomb. Doesn't seem to be the case, but XS will find a Diva Bomb opening, getting Treya's, and that's actually not good. So that one is able to run a little more freely without worry if they're able to contest this. They are trying their best and going back and forth. Air is trying to keep this team alive, and Waya bringing in the bubble keeps the team good and ready to go. And look at that, nobody touching, and that is the win right there. The least favorite map is the win, and the most favorite map is the loss. So don't know what to say about that. Yeah, that's true. But that's I would pat myself on the back if that was my least favorite map and I won that.
Absolutely. You gotta be feeling good if you're Kringe Esports. Let's see if they can ride that energy, ride that momentum into this fifth map and come out on top. So we definitely gonna give one the MVP of that map for sure.
Oh yeah.
And then we did see Waya at the end, even though they did win the team fight. I liked his composure, even when the enemy team was after him. He stayed on the payload, number one, and number two, didn't panic self-destruct. He held on to that self-destruct. They might have ended up needing it. They didn't. They went without it.
You mean Air?
Yes, Air. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. I was just about to say, it's like Winston self-destructing. Well, he does lose his temper, but but yeah, no, I totally agree. I think those two were very good. I think Bird was playing a lot more safely, just jumping in, just sort of waiting for those openings, knowing that there's a point A to point B as opposed to just sort of flying everywhere. Because when you're a Mercy and you're kind of in that situation of a fight, you kind of gotta wait because you need to know that there's a point A to point B so you can get to point A and back to point B. Because once you get point A and you do your job, you need to fall back and be safe. And, that's a little bit hard.
Exactly. So here we are back to control. We saw Kringe Esports go down in Nepal. Let's see if they can make the adjustment here on Ilios.
Ilios is such a great map to have fun in and try out a couple of new things. So we'll see how this works. We do see that dive is going to be favorable, and it's going to be sort of the dive style that, Kringe Esports was doing recently. And unfortunately, insult to injury once again from Oracle. It is working a lot more in their favor, and they're able to take the point early again.
Yeah, that's super dangerous. Tracer with that super low HP. She dies to one full combo from Brigitte. That is Shield Bash left click, shift. And that's it. It's all happens while she's stunned. So Tracer's gonna have to be careful to stay out of Brigitte's range, and the way he's doing that is by completely switching off of Tracer.
Coalescence coming into play, trying to take Treyas. I think that was actually just Drake being really silly right there. I don't understand why you would do that just to get a Pharah. You can get easy reach with Drake's left click, but Pharah Pharmacy's gonna come in. And Dime's almost going to get D-Mech. His will get D-Mech. Once again, coming in with these clutch plays. D-Meching that D.Va is going to allow them to have a little more of an easier thing. As long as they ignore the pistols, they're doing fine. And then Waya getting that hop as well. This is a great opening and looking pretty good here. Support's got to fall back. They don't have much protection. They are split apart. And one dropping that Dragon Strike is going to pretty much confirm this point for Kringe. One is just woke right now.
Exactly. So he is definitely a real one on this map as well.
Hey.
So Kringe Espurts going ahead, taking the point. They've got the ultimate advantage by 1, but we're seeing Drake near that 100 right now. Coalescence is now on deck. 3 ultimates a piece. 2 support ultimates for Kringe Espurts though. Only 1 offensive ult.
There is the Earth Shatter coming in, and looks like Little Big Hobo isn't going to do too much. And one is just going to still keep it going in the flow and just finding access. And it does not matter if the Coalescence come in to support. Arrows apparently are stronger than Dragon Ball super move like thing.
More powerful than the killing wave.
Yeah, pretty much. And Dimes with the D.Va Bomb. It's nice, but there you go. It is going to be able to one
is out of position.
Yeah, one is out of position, but they are able to, with that aggression, able to take the lead. And Drake does punish them for it. And praise the Sunfight Treyas. Uh-oh, things are starting to fall apart. They need to fall back and need to hold on as much as they can. Little Big Hobo, for whatever reason, being by themselves is interesting. And Bird will take them out of all people. And look at that. Praise the Sun. We'll check out Treyas once again. But the D.Va Bomb. Oh my God. A double. And there's the Coalescence taking out Super Ninja. But Waya just switching it around. And look at that. This is a team that's just not really panicking right now. They just won a team fight. That was a hella close with a Battle Mercy. Bird saying, you know what? Screw it, fam. I don't need anybody's help. I will just go ahead and pistol.
Yeah, Dimes went ahead and jumped off so he could reset a little bit sooner, but Drake spending a lot more time on the point. What we saw last time while Lil Big Hobo was by himself, he went for an ambitious pin like this one right here.
No, absolutely not. Dimes just went in there and took out one and Bird. Bird going in with that Valkyrie. Or almost had the Valkyrie just flying over. Treyas is going to drop the Justice. Might have want to hold on to that because this team fight, when you lose the Mercy, even though Super Ninja's really good, you don't have both supports, and that is pretty crucial. They do have the 99, but the Wicket's going to go down. I thought I was about to happen there. They would have been happy, but they were able to make it back in time. Air, bringing it in, trying to keep the team alive, and actually, they will be able to hold on and contest long enough for the rest of the team to come back.
Yeah, Insane was near it, but he was a little bit too high up. He was on the pillar. You gotta touch it if you want it to tick. So that was a great hold there. We saw the Transcendence coming out the Tranquility coming out from. Oh wait, I was right the first time. Anyway, the Trans come out from Super Ninja, and he was able to keep everybody up in Bird's absence. Buy them enough time. He does end up going down, but Bird was able to fly back in and. With one started tearing it up as we've been seeing him do.
I just can't say enough. Okay, so take it. Tell me what should we expect? Because we do see the tank busting coming out from one.
Aha! Finally, we're seeing that Reaper. They're expecting they want to deal with Little Big Hobo, I guess, quicker. It seems. And also, it's great because they have to walk into that room, into the close quarters. So it's great for Reaper. Even though there's that Pharah there, he can still fight her because she has to come into that room to take the point.
Absolutely. And oh my God, praise the sun. Did a nice job there. And we'll find one as well. The flashbang's going to come in. Looks like Oracle finding their footing, and not much to report here as a play-by-play commentator, except
yeah, a lot of
sniper, watch
So yeah, we do. Speaking of, we see Trey trying to decide who he wants to be. Gonna go on to the Brigitte, considered a widow there for the moment. So now let's see them walk it in. The Knight and the Squire combo.
Bird is going to be brought down to Drake, and there's the justice from Dimes, and looks like they have this 4th down pack with a double kill and that takeoff from Drake. It is not going to do them much good. In excess, while yes going down, you know, I don't even think they're going to res it. I think they're just going to let them walk back and hold on to that res, which is even smarter.
Exactly. Yeah, that was a great rocket barrage. Look at the damage that he's doing right now as they approach this point as well.
I'm hurt and I'm not even playing.
Right. That was a shatter. That was definitely a shatter.
Definitely a shatter and definitely a Deadeye. That's going to find air, and this might be the opening that was I don't know. I was about to say for Oracle, but Oracle already has the point. So pardon me. That's just going to be not the opening, but the closing once again and shutting down on this team.
All right, so Oracle Gaming, again, looking strong. This is the same thing as we mentioned earlier. We saw...
Are you kidding me?
That's tragic.
Why jumped up so far, but the fact is that it's a tank, and the rockets were close enough that it took damage, and that is just so sad. Okay, Waya's gonna find air, and there we go. Dime's gonna go down, and that, you know, I want to say that's an opening right there, and the point is flipped over.
Yeah, that Dime suicide, you've got to be face palming at that, but it's going to allow Kringe Espurts to finally take this point. But Oracle Gaming getting all the way to 93. If Kringe Espurts loses control of this point at all, they're gonna have to do a full hold, because if they lose control of the point, there's no way they're gonna make it back in time for that remaining 7%.
Oh, nicely done from Air. Gonna go ahead and make tricks that, you know, rocket barrage, and there's the Deadeye coming in, and it does. It's not gonna be enough because Air is still rocking it, and it is going to be so important, and Bird's able to res it as well. Great protection coming in. Justice is going to try to be dropped by the Kringe folks, but not going to be the case, but at least one's on the case, and that is all you need sometimes, is a good DPS player, and that is exactly what one is. He is the one for Kringe.
Yeah, that was a great job taking out Trey during his rocket barrage before he was able to pick up anybody. So Drake has been doing amazing. Here they come again. Discord on Winston.
Discord is on Winston, but is it able to be enough? And then switched over to XS. You prioritize those tanks. You're going to see a lot of openings, and that's going to be easy. There's the Diva Bomb. Oh, no. There we go. Everybody's going to be able to dodge out of the way. Oracle is now going to be faced by that one. Nice try from Air. Doesn't get the team away, and it does allow them to be backed up against a wall at the very least for the team to be able to pick up on this. Nicely done in one. Finding Dimes, not a kill feed thing you see every day. XS is going to be the only one to find a kill. But the thing is that, once again, it doesn't matter. And now we're seeing potentially a 99 versus a 99 fight.
Yep, Dimes is up and at him again, though, shooting those rockets from downtown. Getting a little bit of splash damage.
Oh, boy, here we go. Diva Bomb comes to play, everybody.
Swing and a miss.
To the point. Oracle just wants that opening so that way they can cap the point and switch it on over to their favor so they can make it an even fight. But it doesn't seem to be the case. They managed to jump right back in. But Bird, no! She's slowly falling, and there it goes. Dimes and XS are going to be able to trade, and Bird not going to be able to fight anybody. Waya left on their own. There's a 1v1 duel with the Winston, and Little Big Hobo didn't have enough energy, and they're able to switch it back. Oracle was able to make it back. Oh my God, that was close as hell.
What an answer. Oh my gosh, when Waya left the point to go try to save Bird and was too late, and that's what allowed that last tick to come on and have Oracle Gaming take the point. But since there was only one person remaining, once Waya walked back in with Trey by his side, they were able to retake that And it looks like we're playing out all 3 maps despite this 2-0 here on Helios.
Hey, if you have to play out any map, please let it be Helios. Helios is my
Right.
favorite, man. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. Especially with, well, we got environmental kills. Air is going to be on that road or not. Okay. All right. XS will, though. Environmental kills are the name of the game. So you want to pay attention to Dimes, Roadhog, and the Orisa, because the thing is that the boops and the grabs are just going to be everything. Because if you can get those early kills, you can work very well. But it looks like the team is going to be splitting up, and in this case, it's a good thing for the side. And Treyas will find the kill, though, and XS is not going to be able to hook anybody in, and that's the great opening that you needed.
It's almost as though you've played this game before. You called it those environmental kills, and it's the first thing that we see there. They're also.
Oh no! Please don't do it again.
Okay. Don't have to worry about it from the Lucio.
Oh no way!
Good
oh my god!
Lord.
Oh my god! Low Big Hobo gonna get the grab, and that is it. Dimes getting the double kill, ladies and gentlemen. That is unbelievable. Treyas looked like they were giving the opening for Kringe Espurts, but Low Big Hobo says, "Nah, fine. Let me just right-click real quick or press E."
What up? That is absolutely going to be our play of the game. I really don't see a bigger environmental multi-kill than that happening for the rest of this round.
Absolutely. Good stuff. XS going to be able to demech Air, and Waya is just kind of there all by themselves. They do have Bird. They dropped the Valkyrie, but that is already a little bit of an awkward situation. So hopefully they're able to build upon that. But Dime says no otherwise. But one does say something else, though, and Bird goes Battle Mercy. That is great, though. Just dropping the Justice, and you're exposing that little awkward area. It's kind of dangerous when you see a Valkyrie going on. XS will find the double kill, and Super Ninja will find Insane, but this is just news going back and forth. The whole Hawk's being brought in, but Air, once again, such a great like tank for this map. It's so great mobility. You know, D.Va's just so good.
Yeah, it's great. If you're not going to pick those boop characters, it's great to pick characters that do, like you said, have that mobility. The D.Va and the Winston able to jump out of the hole if they get pulled in. You know, Farah obviously with the rocket boost, rocket jump. Mercy able to fly to teammates that are up top. So Zenyatta and Tracer able to recall out of it. So.
Ooh, just what I was worrying. They do find Dimes, and that's a great hook, and there's the Justice right there. Thanks to the help of Bird, are able to safely land this. I'm sorry to cut you off, but let's see this. They are pushing the fight, able to turn the point, and they are taking it almost all the way to spawn. Are they going to sit pretty here for a little while?
I don't know. One is over there feeling himself. Let's see if he can get out safely. You definitely don't want to be that guy that gets picked while you are trying to be a little bit of a heel.
Absolutely. Justice is coming in, and Insane is a Mercy, so maybe Pharmacy Justice could come to play. Dimes to find Air's DMX, and that's pretty crucial. There's the Justice coming in from Dimes, and one will find one, but that's about it. Gets away with their own life thanks to Drake dropping that Transcendence and be able to take out Birds. Great. But Waya is just able to push this through. The great aggression, the flanking, the Tesla cannon is pretty great too. And there it is. Unfavorable matchups. Waya's just going to say, hey, could you do me a favor, supports? Could you just stay back there? Super Ninja's going to take care of you. It's going to be great. Trust me.
Get you fixed right up.
Yeah, don't you worry about it, you little Omnix, you. And 90%, so it's a matter of life or death. You don't really have much else to work with if you're side of Oracle, and this could be potentially a 3-0. Oh my god.
Immediately.
Absolutely. That is amazing. Great charging, and there's a double kill and not even contest. That is a 3-0.
Another rocket barrage. Trey got ulti so quickly throughout that entire round, and that was just a great zone there at the end. When they don't have time, they have to walk up the middle, and as we called it earlier, you know this was going to be the play of the game. Waited until D.Va was out of mech, so there's no defense matrix to stop it. Nothing can save you now.
Nothing can stop us, all the way up. And let's
just
see.
like the score for Kringe Espurts over Oracle right now, all the way up 3-2.
3-2. Well, So we got one more map. So it's either going to be tie or 4-2. And it's Route 66. So payload-wise, I've been actually enjoying, while Oracle did win King's Row, performance-wise overall, I would say comparatively so to Blizzard, because we did get it back-to-back. I really think Cringe Esports has the upper hand here because they are now able to ride that momentum. And while, yes, this is a little more of an open-spaced area as opposed to more enclosed, if they play it in the standard competitive way of at Big Earls, it seems like they're able to utilize that space very well.
Ooh, all right. I know it's early. We talked about this before, but I just would like to say that I will be really excited if we see the Doomfist come out of that gate.
Well, looks like maybe your wish is granted. They aren't discussing it right now, and that Doomfist is gonna see. I think they actually said, you know what? Screw you. We're going other hero.
Yeah.
No! They aren't switching. Okay, sure.
So now you just literally just told Oracle Gaming that you're coming with the Doomfist. Maybe that's the mind game, right?
Oh my god, yeah, the mental dog, yeah, this stuff.
Pick Doomfist, kill yourself. They go, oh my gosh, they have a Doomfist. Let's counter Doomfist. And then you're not Doomfist at all.
Holy smokes! ZERK, this is why you're at veteran status.
The mix-up is real.
Oh my god, it is. I'm making up trades, and Genji's quick enough they're able to come back to this, so this is great. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully they see that, you know, you want to save that surprise at Big Earls, I would assume, but they're already going to go ahead and just say, hey, fam, psych to you. Already, Praise the Sun is going to be pretty much a crucial member here to push the payload and to cause a lot of pressure. Dimes will also be as well. Echolocation does allow them to get a feeling for Big Earls around the corner, because that is technically a blind spot when you're on attack.
Yeah, that was very interesting to see from Praise the Sun starting aiming from next to the payload instead of far away.
Oh, Praise the Sun, already adding that pressure, taking out Air, and Air has been doing so well, but one doing good, and a Dragon Strike brought out so early. I'm impressed that they were able to charge to that. Also, you know, we need to like here at Broadcast, we need to start like a class where you learn how to charge up ults, like the speed of a rip tire.
Yeah, ult charging class for sure. One looks like he is back. He's back on that Hanzo that we saw in Blizzard World. It's been so strong, doing so much work for the team.
All right, so Praise the Sun is going to go down to Air, and already this team fight that looked like it was going to be in favor for Oracle, looking great right now for the side of Cringe. Air's going to be able to flank around, and now they're going to be overwhelmed. They're pushing back the snipers. Now they don't have a clear viewpoint. The Dragon Strike is probably going to have to use to be able to push them out of the way and see if they can get any leverage. One will be brought down by Praise the Sun, but Bird bringing in that close res, and thanks to Valkyrie, is able to do that. Dragon Strike will push them back. It does allow them to push the payload and have a little more favorable of a planting situation, but with Waya, they are able to jump this back around, and there it is. The Dragon Strike is able to push them back and against the wall a little bit in that close right lane. One is going to be able to trade it off and take it out, and Treyas, unfortunately, will go down to Dimes, but these Hanzos are being asked a lot, but Super Ninja, once again, Discord orbs working great. You can clearly tell that they are spending a lot of time communicating what they need done right now. And Reyes dropping the Dragon Blade just to be on the safe side. And you know what? Taking out both supports of Dragon Blade, I'd say that's well worth it.
Absolutely. And we'll see what Oracle Gaming has to realize right now is one is definitely going off, right? Everybody at home is probably getting tired of us talking about how one is going off. But when they're running the tanks that they were running, the Roadhog Orisa, they're not going to be able to do anything about him. So you see them switch to the Diva Winston now. They'll probably be able to put a little bit more pressure on him and hopefully stagnate that DPS that he's putting out.
And that's where Drake comes in with the Discord Orb. It allows him to... We're just, instead of 6 arrows, it's down to 3, or whatever you want to say. They are able to push around to Big Girls, and this is a nice place. There is more high ground for the attack side, but there's 60 seconds remaining, and there's Dragon Strike intersection coming in. They say Shibuya is the busiest intersection in the world. I say Dragon Strike Central is. And look at that. Air and One working overtime. One specifically. Oh my God. And Trey's popping off once in a while, but really, what can you say? These Discord orbs are great. The team is really just focusing on making sure that One is shining here, clearing the way, making it a great opening and safe clearance for One to get it.
Yeah, they have definitely found their golden child, and they are making sure that nothing happens to him. He is
Too precious.
So safe. He's allowed to do what he wants in this life.
Okay, you can have 3 cookies, One. So either way, Treyas is going to be able to dash and get D-Mech while out of it. Holy smoke! Treyas says, I want a cookie too, Mom. And there it is in that tunnel. They are going to be able to find no kills. Treyas dropping that Dragon Blade is also going to be crucial. And there it is. Air putting the icing on the cake. And not even the first marker is going to be taken.
Wow. What a defense from Kringe Espurts. So the question now becomes, is he going to stay Hanzo for the offense? Because we've seen One on a couple different characters here, but it by far the Hanzo's been doing the most work. But do you want to continue to give the opposing team more time to figure you out and to counter you, or do you want to keep them on their toes guessing? That's what we're going to find out here shortly.
Well, it's certainly going to be a short game for sure.
Yeah, let's definitely not sleep on Trey in that Genji either. You know, we were giving One a lot of praise, but we saw amazing Dragon Blades from him. He was charging his ultimate quickly as well, but One was a full dragon ahead of.
And, you know, yeah, and we can't sleep on Oracle either. It's just right now that One feeling themselves right now, but I will say that we gotta give props to Praise the Sun, putting the pressure with the Widowmaker, doing what they needed to do, and then switching on over to the Tracer. You know, understanding that the sooner you switch over the hero and get a reading is great. Their communication is on top of it. I've seen hero switches that were just too little, too late, but like, you know, they're on it. They're making sure that, like, okay, we see this, we need to be able to switch over to this. Widowmaker's not going to be effective right now. We need somebody to be able to flank, and they did that right then and there. And that's, you know, great props to them for that.
Yeah, it's going to be very important for Oracle Gaming to pay attention to Drake, actually. He is the least mobile on their team right now, and they have to play this up close because it's not far that Kringe Espurts has to go to take this W. So that's why they did pick those kind of close range and back line flank characters, but Zen can't really do what they can.
Absolutely, and we'll see how this goes. I'm really finding it interesting that there's sort of an anti-dive going on right now for the side defense. It is going to be able to cause a contest a little bit early. No need, but there's the D-Make from Chaz and Excess. Going to go into Baby Diva mode. Hopefully they have good aim with that pistol, but Treyas doesn't matter. It's going to find Drake, and there's Wyatt getting dimes. And look at that. They are just going to be doing real nice stuff over here, as looks like there is just going to be able to push all the way over to, I guess, the first point, which I'm kind of confused about this map mode. I guess they're just going to play it all the way.
Yeah, that's strange. But I was about to say it looks like that's all she wrote, but yeah, it's okay. So the maps are resetting. So let's see how far they make it. If this were competitive,
like, technically, this is 4-2 right now. I mean, technically, if we want to even count for, I guess, the quote-unquote old days, they made it further. So there you have it. All you can say is that this is great stuff. Treyas and Air are going to be definitely the people that are protecting the most. Matrix and Vflight are pretty crucial because all you got is that Winston bubble, and you want that for the team fights when they're more close quarter. Treyas will go down. Praise the Sun. Nicely done finding that snipe. And Bird not going to be able to res that because that is a little bit of a risky res. Ooh, Dragon Strike as well. That's going to push things back. And there you go. That is going to be definitely a quick team fight one right there.
So many dragons all around, but Air is still going to be able to hold the point. You see, little big hobo afraid of the pea shooter, getting out of dodge, but not able to get all the way out as he catches him fleeing.
One doing some tactical crouching as well, apparently.
Yeah, we're just gonna, he's just getting them squats. He's doing his One Punch Man workout. He's gotta
stay limber,
100 squats, man, every day, no matter what.
And dropping the Dragon Strike as well. All around me are familiar dragons. And with that being said, they are going to try to pull out the choke. Treyas going with the Dragon Blade. They did find Insane, and they find Drake as well. Oh my god! That's triple right there. I was expecting, that was Thunderdome right there. 6 will enter, only 1 will leave.
And I love to see that it's just like clockwork, right? The team fight starts, you see Waya immediately find Praise the Sun, jump over there, lock that Hanzo down with the Winston. So it's like Oracle Gaming's not having DPS in the fight because the tanks are doing what they're supposed to do and completely locking them out.
Locking them out indeed. Look at that. They are just not feeling good about... I don't know what to say, but they are not feeling good about how they can come back at this little bit. We do see quite the dramatic change, and there's the Diva Bomb. Oh my god, Praise the Sun. Unfortunately, not going to be able to make it be a goner as well.
Immediately, though, but will the Dragon catch either? No.
No, but it does at least allow them to sort of dictate where they are going to be. All the way at spawn. Holy smokes. And, okay, good. Air is at least touching that point. I saw Super Ninja. I was like, hold on, the Sun should be pushing here, but whatever.
Oh, Air has definitely made himself at home.
No, they're not going to be able to touch it. Oh, to touch it. Oh, never mind. Be able to.
Okay, we got Trance coming out from both ends, but still, Praise the Sun and Dimes going down. Praise the Sun definitely has died so many times.
Earthshatter going to come in as well. And there's the Dragon Blade coming in. Treyas! Oh my god. Okay.
Slice and dice. I dare you. Take a step closer to this payload. I double dare you. Come on. Taste of my blade.
Oh, no. All I gotta say is, Treyas. Okay, this is an interesting map. Are we actually? I don't understand this play out at all.
So they gave Doomfist a red black hand skin. I want to see a Samuro skin for Genji, and when he ults, he goes, "Taste of my blade." But sorry.
I want a Samurai Jack skin. That would be super cool.
Oh, that would be godlike too.
Oh,
all right, so
cyber robot Samurai Jack. Yes, thank you. Anyways,
yes, blocks.
I gotta say though, overall, so that was the game. 6-2. What? You know what?
So it's currently 4-2 in favor of Kringe Espurts, but they are asking for one more map because we do have some time. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into Gibraltar and give you guys some more action.
Yeah, let's do it.
Volskaya, it's not Gibraltar. I was getting false information.
They lied to us. Okay, anyways, that's fine. I like Volskaya as well. Volskaya's hated on, man. I don't know why. Volskaya's pretty fun.
Yes, it is. So I did definitely screenshot the wall in Volskaya the last time I was commentating here, the huge banner that's painted on the wall with Zarya. I ran it through Google Translate, and it is her classic line, "Together we are strong."
Aw, that's a great fun fact.
But
oh wow, well, way to segue. Just in from our amazing broadcaster, Vflight, which is on autopilot right now because he's so smooth. That it is double confirmed that I don't know. He had a transition. It was a good segue overall. 10 out of 10. Would segue with Vflight again.
Like Paul Blart in his segue?
Yeah! No, Swagway.
Oh, the Swagway.
It's called a Swagway, and it's only a Swagway because it's Paul Blart. Because Paul Blart is, what the kids are into these days, I hear.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
It's not meme?
It's a bit old. I mean, it's like, hey, young people, how are you guys doing this?
Okay.
Greetings, young people.
Greetings, fellow humans. I am, you know, do you remember
All right, so Kringe Espurts doing that duo that
Speaking
I
of
love so
old,
much.
oh, Anna, never mind. Okay.
Ryan, Brigitte, Zarya is it's the new meta, man.
It is. We do see that Dimes is going to be the only sniper though, so it's asking a little bit, but you know, we'll see, because they probably will stick to just taking this fight on to the point and just contest from there. But as long as they don't fall back and they don't get Treyas is on that Widowmaker, which also makes it a little more dangerous. And, you know, 100% takes out that shield right away. And Excess! Oh my gosh! Almost going to be brought down. And look at that. They're expecting Waya and Air, but it's not going to do them much good because they are about to be sandwiched hard. Treyas finding Dimes as well. They are causing too much of a distraction that the tanks are not protecting their supports or DPSs. Little Kobo will find Wyatt with a pin, but there is already a marker coming in. And look at this! I love this. Cringe Espurts causing the distraction. Does find at least one mark. They do finally win that team fight, but admirable stuff coming in.
Yeah, so what you important to note, at the beginning of that fight, we saw Trey get into the sniper duel with Dimes, and immediately Wyatt jumped over there, put the bubble over that Widowmaker so he could shoot freely, forcing Dimes to have to take a new vantage. So it was right before we saw, as you mentioned, the Oracle Gaming tanks not really taking care of their DPS the way that Wyatt was.
Yeah, so a little unfortunate, but you know, I would say that Oracle, you know, it's a good idea. I like it. It's very interesting. Very protective and very hermited. One will find Drake, though. That's a pulse bomb, and that's unfortunately one of the downsides is the moment you get in there, that diva bomb or whatever, it's going to be very awkward to protect. You have to do a lot of maneuver around. There's the second marker right there for the side of Cringe.
Oh, it did stick. Okay, you're right. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I'm getting some pixelation.
It is all good. It is sometimes so hard to tell through all this, you know, death and chaos.
Okay, but they're able to hold them. So 2 ticks. We're gonna try again. Look at one all the way in the back over there. He's just going to wait for his team to call that they're encroaching upon the point. From right now, he could actually probably take out Drake, but he has no idea he's standing back there by himself. He sees him now, though. Not able to drop
my God. No, but there's the grab, and they're able to drop that. And that a little bit overkill. They did find the grab, and they might have been able to Dragon Strike, especially when they were, you know, sort of staying in that corner. But, you know, standing with the grab Dragon Strike is always good bread and butter of this current meta, so I ain't saying too much.
Yeah, and Bird's still going down. I thought he was finally able to escape there, but no, they said you're not getting away that easy.
Yeah, it has to go with that Bird, and anyway, so we're going to see a double sniper coming into play here. One, and Treyas just going to go ahead and pop off here. This is going to be really nice. And that's Drake finally coming in. A little bit Kobo not going to be able to protect that, but at least keeps the area safe for res. There's the Earth Shower. Does find Air at the very least. Are they able to demech? Yeah, they will go ahead and demech, but there's the Diva Bomb. I actually would have just taken the demech and keep the bomb, but whatever. Treyas living on with a sliver of life. It's still continuing from that far end. Everybody ignoring him, and unfortunately, no return to that point will allow them to be able to get that. I'm sorry, hold on. Can we what? Wait, hold on. We're about to get the first marker. We're about to get the first marker. No, we're not about to.
Oh, that must have meant one was over there in advance. Oh no, he's not on the tracer anymore.
No, he's not. I don't.
Oh, Wyatt jumped in.
Oh, why though? All right, here we go. Dragon Strike. That's cheeky. That's cheeky right there. All right, so hopefully no C9 is happening. There is a lot of death going on. Double sniper is just going crazy. Trey's is showing that flex.
That res is good from Bird. Gonna have a healer back in the fight, but oh, that Earth Shatter. Mercy's going to bite it. Yeah, he just stands there and takes it.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Goodbye.
Tell my mother I love her.
I love you, Mom. Anyways, got a little sentimental. 3 minutes left on the time bank. Treyas is about to bring out that Doomfist. You know, it is done and so. They do have the first point, and they are probably... I actually like this. I honestly think that Doomfist is an overlooked tank buster.
Yeah, he can be, definitely. You definitely have to make sure smack him against the walls, though. That's just... The raw punch is definitely not going to do it. And then you're kind of stuck out there.
It depends. You have to have a little more tempo. Oh my gosh. Well, the grab is going to come from... Dragon Strike is going to find double kill. So who gets the more benefit out of the end? I would say probably, definitely, you know, it is going to be, you know, Oracle. But, you know, that was an interesting trade-off.
Yeah, definitely benefit going to Oracle there, as they are the defenders and they've halted the advance. Those kills don't really mean anything when you ult as the offensive squad and you don't get ticks. So that's a win-win for Oracle Gaming.
Well, Treyas at least is on the Doomfist. And is Doomfist your favorite character? Because you did show a little excitement.
I mean, again, he's very underused, as you said. So it's always fun to see good Doomfist play, to see him catch somebody in the jaw real quick. So,
yeah.
And he's looking for it right now.
But Dragon Strike is going to nullify that, but the Transcendence does keep it alive. Treyas will actually find Little Big Hobo. Tank Busters coming into play. Looking good. Sniping uppercut, discorded, so he has to fall back a little bit because Doomfist is able to easily fall, but you know, Mafia leader Doomfist is still going to lead the charge. I love that
actually,
skin so much.
I feel like Doomfist is a really good answer to the pizza as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Shield bash or not is going to be the case. They are almost going to get that 3rd point, but Little Big Hobo is going to be able to come in with that clutch pin. But Trey, nicely done. Going to be able to piss off Praise the Sun. And like you said, it was good response to Brigitte, and Super Ninja is going to be able to confirm that they're going to get this point. Bam,
right
bam, bam. That's right in the kisser indeed. Oh my god, that is such a proper thing to say with that suit. Wouldn't he worry about getting that suit messy? He looks very Disney, very businessy.
All right, so that was a great switch there. Like I said, the Doomfist might be the answer to all of you guys at home who are hating Brigitte, who are saying she's broken, saying she needs to get nerfed. It looks like Doomfist might be the answer. So start flexing your start hitting them weights, man. Get that arm ready.
Yeah, I would definitely say you know, hit the gym, don't skip leg day, because leg day is a really good analyst and he can provide a lot of information. You know what? That was so bad.
You know, we're just gonna pretend like that.
Possibly, but that's the truth, though. You know, leg day's a great analyst and host. He's good. He's just good. He's got great charisma. I love leg day. Anyway, so 30 seconds left. You got 2 points. You got a minute left on the time bank. Not too bad at all. While Sky, you definitely want as much elbow room as you can have. It's not the ideal elbow room to have a minute left, but overall, this is kind of what I was half expecting to maybe see coming in from Kringe, is that anti-dive, because it does allow you a lot of mobility on this, you know, first point, because you want that when you're holding it for a while, you want to secure that win.
Yep, so D.Va, Winston tanking, but here is the issue, right? Because D.Va and Winston are so mobile, going to be moving around so much, it's going to be hard for the Brigitte to stay in close to them and give them those heals from the autos.
Absolutely, and Bird looks like they're going to be pocketing mainly sort of one at the moment to be able to boost that damage, because Discord is not going to be focused too much on them. Super Ninja's trying to keep it as well as pocketing the tank, so it's going to be interesting prioritization for the supports, but not too bad. It looks like Dime's able to bring out trades, but Bird's able to res up trades, but Dimes is going to take down one, and that's a very important opening that they needed. So they're definitely going to be able to get the first marker here. How much further? I don't know. Drake says all three, son, because that coalescence is going to be able to confirm this. Air will try to contest, but it's just a little too late. And that is going to be a team kill right there.
Yeah, but complete wipe. That was a great boop there. We forgot to mention that earlier. D.Va does have slight boop potential.
Yes.
So we saw it coming into play on that play, and they will be making their way to point B today.
They will today, hopefully. My God, would you imagine like a contest that lasts 24 hours? That would be weird. Anyway, so that's just pure lack of stamina. There's a Dragon Strike, though. That is a lot of kill from one, and there we go. They're coming with the defense, but the D.Va Bomb does take out one, and that's almost the firepower gone. Trey switching over to Junkrat is a great idea, though, from the Brigitte, so that works out pretty well. It looks like it does give one the elbow room that they need. Lobbing those grenades does give a different focus, if you will.
Yeah, that was very interesting. We saw Brigitte come in and stun one, but then just kind of walked away from him. Like she didn't left click, didn't combo, nothing. Just kind of stun and then die.
Absolutely, I would 100% agree with you on that.
So we got ultis on deck. We've got an Earth Shatter for Oracle as well as a Graviton Surge.
And a Sound Barrier coming in right now. And there's the Earth Shatter being dropped once, no time to waste. It looks like this is great for Oracle as they're going to be able to, I believe, take this. But the D.Va Bomb is going to take out Drake, and if Drake is able to get away, the Coalescence does lose a couple of seconds off. It looks like it lasted for a long time. So I don't know what to say about that. They do finally get the first marker, though. They're pushing as much as they can. Treya's Bear Trap is not going to come in. There's the Whip Tire, does find praise. That's good. Has at least one support gone. But the D.Va Bomb's going to come in, and there it is. That's a great double kill right there. Not going to be able to hold on for much longer. And all there's left is Waya. Waya's trying their best to, like, jump around, but it's not going to be enough. And there it is. Both rounds. And that is a lot of time in that time bank if they play this out. Actually, they're not going to play it out, but
yeah, the Brigitte play from Praise the Sun was so great in the end. At the end of the day, we've seen Praise the Sun play a lot of different characters and playing them all to proficiency. So it was pretty clean stuff. So at the end of 7 maps, your score will be 5-2 in favor of Team Kringe Espurts. They definitely were a slow start team. They started on the back foot, and they got the download and just figured out Oracle Gaming. So great stuff to them. We will see them again on another Scrim Nights in the future.
Yep.
And thank you guys for sticking with us to the end.
Yep, and also special thanks to Broadcast.gg for being able to provide this. This was absolutely fun, and thanks to both teams, Kringe Espurts and Praise the Sun Oracle for being able to provide a great showing of Overwatch. And special thanks to Vflight for providing this smooth broadcasting and awesomeness. And thanks to you, ZERK, for being able to pick up the stuff that I totally ignored.
And thank you for being a friend.
Oh, thank you for being a friend. And we'll see you guys next time on the next broadcast, Scrim Night GG, all that fun stuff. Oh, and if you also want to learn how to do all this, this is literally the Hogwarts of esports in broadcasting. So we will see you guys.
I'm more of a Durmstrang guy myself.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.